Yo, sick. Let's go. All right. I've been working on this today, but just want to script some stuff out. A little bit of accountability. So yeah, dubs. I also kind of just wanted to hear how it sounded. You know when you type stuff out, like your voice doesn't sound the same as how you talk. So yeah, kind of want to run through that as well. So current task is writing out write out bad first draft of the talking points. Dude, oh my gosh, I used to script my videos so bad, man. I wish I didn't. I wish I was just natural. I wish I wasn't trying to be because I mean it's good if you have good production, but I didn't have great production, and like the edits I made were kind of it was bad. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Let's do this. Let's do this. What sort? So I'm starting this shot on the boat, and I think I'm gonna use a drone to do it, which kind of sucks because I don't. It doesn't shoot vertical, so maybe not. I'm gonna have to think about how to do that actually. That's interesting. I didn't think about that. Okay. What shortcuts and illusions do movie sets use to save money? What shortcuts and illusions do movie sets? How would I say that if I were to say it? Like what's my unique voice? I want to have it third grade level. I don't want it to be. Um, I think that's fine, man. I feel like that's a bad like that's not very thought provoking, that question. What shortcut like what I don't think what's a good word. How can I lead that better? Here's some you could say here are some shortcuts and illusions movie sets use. Here are some shortcuts and illusions. Oh yeah, or maybe say here's five shortcuts and illusions movie sets use to save money. That's so much better. And then from here on out, I want to like kind of write talking points, and then when I'm filming, just to be able to speak. And I like, it'll take a couple takes, but eventually I'll get to something where I'm not saying every 5 seconds, but also it doesn't sound like I'm reading a page or like way too enthused for no reason. Like I look at some old videos of me, man, and it kind of just no, it doesn't sit right with me, dude. It doesn't. It doesn't at all. Like kind of annoys me actually. Okay. Like all right. I think this intro is pretty good. All things considered, I think this is a pretty good intro. But this is my most, but this is my most recent video.
I am 2,000 miles away from my family right now.
Aiden, come back. You have so much aura.
Sorry, guys. I gotta go chase my dreams. Currently in New Jersey. Last video you saw, we were in Orlando, and then, some things happened. We failed all our classes trying to blow up on YouTube.
I love this. I love how I'm talking right here. I love how it's good. Bro. I looked at some of these older ones, dude. Even this one, the pacing felt so bad here. It felt way too rushed. Like, what's the point of this? Like, why did I don't know.
I thought
I
we
kind
could
of
sync.
Good morning, guys. I've been doing this for 14 days now. That's crazy.
Okay, I forgot to specify, but essentially 13 days ago, I gave myself 2 weeks to
I
complete.
guess that's fine. I don't. Some of these are horrible, but I mean, these are like my old videos. Like, let's look at the productivity hack one.
Do you have a big project you're working on right now? Do you have a deadline set for when you want that project done by? Are you like me and a week and a half past
All right, I guess it's not that bad. I just cringed at the first second. Still though, that's like, bro, that's stupid. I was being facetious though. Like I wasn't actually like, you know what I mean? Like I was like, "Oh, do you have a big you know what I mean? It just didn't come off like that.
Do you have a deadline set for when you want that project
That B-roll is so unnecessary. Frick that B-roll.
by?
Bro, I should have taken the effort, drawn something on a piece of paper. Like I said, that doesn't even fit in with like I'm trying to build a personal brand and I'm not doing anything personal. Like like at least if I'm drawing on a piece of paper, I'm, like showing like a little like can he draw or can he not draw? And you know what I mean? Like instead of putting this bullshit up. There didn't even need to be that.
Are you like me and a week and a half past that deadline? If you are, you might also be struggling with being productive.
That was the worst. Please never do that. If anything, that should have been a slow zoom. I did a cap cut. I probably knew that was bad too. I just didn't go back and change. No, actually, I probably did, dude. I don't know why I did that. I was such a perfectionist about these too.
I started filming this video with the intentions of like showing how my productivity improves when I use all these different productivity hacks. But while I was hacking my focus, it became clear to me this video was not gonna have the ending I was planning on. Because I realized that being a productive
It's just so forced. I just like it's the stakes aren't that high. You know what? All right, I'm gonna give flowers real quick to someone that I got introduced to recently, and he's really I'm these okay. Well, these how 2 years ago. Okay, but I really like how he does his videos. I just do. I like it a lot. Um, like just starting off with this, for example. I have premium on my other account. Ah, man.
Work today is broken. Every day,
Can we?
people
All
tell
right,
me so
all
many
right.
different
We got it,
things.
bro. Shut
I
up.
bet you check your phone over 100 times a day without even noticing. Seriously, go look at your screen time. It literally tells you. I'm about to check my phone for the first time in 7 days and see everything I missed.
Do you know what it is? I think I was just I was like trying to be smart.
really only comes down to one.
Like I'm trying to make some exaggerate. Like, bro, just shut up. Like, all right. That's that wasn't the worst thing ever. I'm being hard on myself a little bit. Let's see this intro.
I've been struggling to get rich for 2 years now. And during my struggles, I've dreamed of living and learning from somebody who's actually successful. But that's a fairy tale, right?
Okay, kind of peak cinema.
What's up, man? How you doing? Good. This is Dejan Park. Dejan runs a multi-million-dollar consulting group for business owners. And he's also been my boss/mentor for about a year and a half.
Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not that bad. I was kind of going hard on myself. Nonetheless, I really like Code's vibe on camera. It's good. It's good. Um let's see what this intro was. I'm just seeing my camera personality. I'm not saying the videos are like this was chill. This did bad though because I didn't show anything about the video. I started in like the lamest part. If I like gave, just a simple YouTube thing, just showed a little bit of footage before of what happened in the video, maybe like the title and thumbnail, and then I cut to this, it would have been chill. But anyways,
I'm going to school today. I'm gonna film in the gym later, and yeah, so I'll see you then.
Where does it say anabolic? Look on the thing. On the it's anabolic.
the boys, bro, the boys. Ah, man. This was the only good part of school, bro. Other than that, it was prison. Okay, so I don't know why. Oh, we were talking about how I talk on camera. I want to watch one more intro, maybe. Do I talk any more in here? Actually, how tough was this? Wait, did we cut off the fire shit? The W montage? What about this? 24 songs. Anyways, I don't. Um. Okay, let's watch this intro. Ooh, I tried so hard on this video. I'm cringing a little bit. This one I try. Oh man. Okay.
Today we can make thousands of dollars from our phones.
Audio quality was so shit there. I wish I didn't film it in this tiny ass room.
Back then, they could pick up millions off the ground. So in this video, I'm gonna find out whether it's easier to make money today or in the past. Because people today say it was harder back then.
All right, I was never that corny. I was just a little bit too enthusiastic. Ready. This intro was horrible. This was such a bad intro. It was way too long. The first one was better. This video sucks. It's valid though, but this is a good intro.
How can I get bigger? Let me think about this for a minute. How about fucking eat more? What do you think about that one? Eat more fucking food, that's gonna make you bigger. You need to eat more. More. Because I'm telling you right now what you need to do.
What was this color grade is so bad. Why? Okay. Why did I use this color grade? Look how bad. Bro, it's so dark. It dimmed everything. I don't know. It would have been more ideal too if we had a spotlight up there. Okay, well, let me
Because I'm telling you right now what you need to do, and you're telling me you can't
do it.
I can't.
Ant.
I don't have
Time for people.
that are weak.
Weak.
And they say I can't. No, you can. You will.
Yep, this week your boy is getting big. I just weighed myself. My current weight is 154.6, and we'll check what it is at the end of this week since this is a weekly up.
Dude, this is good. I like how I'm talking to the camera here.
Tracking all my calories for the whole week. But before I do any of that, I gotta get some supplies.
All right, I never talk to the camera horrible. Sometimes I'm just too enthusiastic and I get a little serious. It can make me cringe. But it's because, bro, I just believe in what I'm talking about. I don't know how else to explain it. This was fire, eh? What was the intro for this? I'm curious. Hey, it's good. It's good. Oh yeah.
Hello, sir. How you doing? Incredible.
I'm so sorry, Dejan. Bro, I thought he was so cool, and he is cool. He is cool. I kind of farmed him a little bit.
This is Dejan.
Bro, but he was tough though. He was. Like, what do you want me to say, bro? He was definitely I mean, not like on paper, definitely.
Or as the internet would know him, DP Snake. A 20-year-old entrepreneur running a multi-million.
I wish I didn't say it like that though. I 20 million and then I'm like, bro, like, okay, like, nice. Like, are you sick, bro? Like, there's got to be we can, like, how could I re-say that, make that better? Like, I could say, hey, he is my boss. He's 20 years old. Say it just like this. He's my boss. He's 20 years old. And yeah, he makes like a lot of money. So I don't know. I'll pop some stuff up here. I don't have to be like, he's 20-year-old. Like, bro, like, shut the fuck. Shut up.
$1 consulting group for sneaker resellers. For some reason, he decided to fly me out for the grand opening of his new.
And for some reason, he just stop lying to the audience. You fucking idiot. What could I have said instead? And I finally got to go out and meet my boss in Kansas City. We've been trying to do this for a little while, so this is my first time meeting the team. We've been working all in person, and I'm a little bit nervous because he's opening up his first store, and I went to his first physical location, and I want to come out there and really do a good job and make sure the opening is a success. So let's do that. Like, can I have not just said that and said of for some reason he invited, like, bro, like, I was trying to like act like I was cool and be like, oh, I made this connection. I don't actually. I only did that for the intro, but it's just like, bro, come on,
New store, Elevate Lawrence.
fire, bro. Why did that quality look so good? Oh, that looks good.
And he isn't doing this because of my clout. It's kind of because he's my boss. Which I promise you I'll explain more later, but right now...
Okay, I mean, I get to it. I get to it. I'm not an actual, like, I'm not a chud. I'm not a
I
bot.
convinced my mom to let me go on this trip.
Oh, hell no.
That's exactly what I figured.
And that's because I was flying there by
It was okay. I did a good job. I did a good story.
myself.
Oh, at the edge of a universe, humming a tune. Okay. All right. I'll cut myself some slack, man. I will cut myself some slack. It's not like I did a good story. Yeah. No, 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 no. It's valid. All right. So let's get to what we're doing. Today is making some short form. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that. All right. Here's 5 shortcuts and illusions movie sets use to make money. Well, you'd think you would start with number 1. Is number 1 like? I mean, that's much more interesting than not. All right, we can think of some other hooks. Should we think of some other hooks? That wasn't what we were supposed to do, but it's like this completely changes the structure. All right, we're gonna think of some other hooks. Okay. Why didn't it change? It should have changed. All right, it did. I'm gonna give myself Vogue Khalifa. This song, and we're gonna think. Is that as small as I can get it? I gotta be able to like at least open it, right? Show in Apple Music. Show. Go to current song. This is not. It's a waste of time. Okay, well, y'all just aren't. Well, I'll do this. Hey, that works, right? Yeah, that works. Okay, time to lock in. I was thinking of this one earlier. No, are known. That could be good. Like what I'm thinking, like we set it and I'm in front, and then it time lapses me go to the top, and then I pull out my phone and I'm like, I so yeah, look at this actually. This is how it actually looks. And then I have a drone shot. Just have to make sure the bit rate's good on it. Hollywood movies. All right, this is like the one time where it may be beneficial to scroll. You know? How are we doing on the time? Oh, we're almost out. Can I fucking type? Oh, great. Nice. A W. Like, are you good? You good, bro? Yeah, let me know if you're good, bro. What is happening? Oh, you're pissing me off. Okay. I wish I could just switch accounts, but whatever. I'm not gonna remember that. Um, okay. So basically, the song's over, as you can see. Ah! I didn't get anything good, by the way. I didn't get a single good hook. Um, okay. Should we roll it for five? Let's see. We did the wall. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's really only like two. You know, it's nothing crazy. Ooh, look at that arm. Oh, it's this arm. Hmm. Um, hmm. Trying to think. I am trying to think. Apparently the new North Mall came out. I would love to watch it on stream and react. Like that would be. I love reacting to stuff. It's one of my favorite things. I would do it all day. I love talking. um, I got it right, man. Dial in, dial in. Okay. I kind of hate the five things. Like I hate the, but I feel like, all right, we could change this up and be like, make it one interesting thing instead of five things. I feel like that's pretty cool. Let's try that. How can I write around that? Get this fucking Apple Watch off my way. Okay. I got this. Whoa. Popping a magnesium. I have a bunch of ideas I wrote down today. I just don't have them like ready to shoot. Like I want to get the talking points down, the basic flow, etc. Okay. I'm thinking. This is what my cortisol is spiked right now. Like I gotta like be more mellow. It's okay. It'll take some time. It's already late in the day. We spend time coming up with good ideas. It's part of the flow, part of the process. Okay. Okay. So, if we did that, we'd have to play it at a little bit of a different angle. That does make it a lot less interesting. Because I'm not actually doing it. Yeah. Hyperbolic time chamber. Hyperbolic time chamber. Occam's razor. Occam's razor. Occam's razor. This is how I built. This is how I built a full-scale pirate ship for $3,000. That's no. All right. To the bed. Ugh. We're watching paint dry, maxing right now. What I could do. Because like it's, or I could just do like a recap, like today we have to build the most challenging part of my pirate ship set for my movie, and it is the illusion part. That could be interesting, you know? I don't think it'll be as interesting as the other one,
but it could be interesting. Today we are, it's so lame. Today we are building the most complex part. Today we are finally building the most complex. Today I'm building the most complicated part of my pirate ship set. The illusion. The forced perspective. I think that's forced perspective. I'm not trying to make something bigger or smaller, only I'm forcing your perspective to make it seem like it's bigger than it is. Which I think is forced perspective. Here is some crazy shortcuts and illusions I'm using on my pirate ship movie set to save money. Or to make it more realistic. Why is this so fucking difficult? Alright, gents. Basically, I've got a couple different versions of this video rolling around in my head. Maybe I'm a loser, I don't know, but for some reason, the most effective way for me when I have like a little choke point like this, a little bottleneck, is stop staring at the screen and kind of just lay down and let my subconscious untangle the problem. So I'm keeping the stream on for accountability. Bro, at the end of the day, like, I'm my own boss on this, which, when you don't get the feedback of posting frequently, you don't have the momentum, you know, you gotta fight and scrape to stay productive. So but I'm too prideful for that. I would never. Okay, I'm gonna keep it on for that. This is my first time doing this too. This sure is a little bit weird. So let's keep our hands out of our pants and honestly come back in like 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, and we'll be back to writing. Hopefully I'll have it solved by then. Yeah. Okay. Lights out. Bro, it's just too weird. Like, I can't. I'm putting this right here, bro. Y'all boys need to. All right, let me think. Yeah, I'm getting a little too comfy, bro. Alright, whatever. This weighted blanket is so tough. It's so tough. Alright, here we go. Oh man, my head is so blank right now. I'm like I'm out of flow state. You know when sometimes your brain's just stuck on a problem and it'll like work on it? I'm kind of out of that for some reason. I know this has been a horrendous stream in terms of productivity, but that's kind of why I started it, because I was unable to be dialed. So I take a 10-minute reset, bro. I need my brain to settle. Bro, it's so bright. There we go. All right, that took a little longer than I wanted to, but I just couldn't really think of anything amazing. I was kind of thinking like, I don't know if this specific concept works great without a finished product and the set's just not done yet. So I was thinking something a little less complex and also take less time to film. I just don't know if it's as big of an idea, so I don't know if it'll do as well, but something like that. And basically, the flow would be in the morning. Why did I say in the morning? The flow would be bro, it's already 8. Fuck, man. I gotta start again tomorrow. I'm trying to get up early and make my days. That's tragic. Okay. Yeah. I need to turn it off and go eat some dinner, finish the bulk, and then come back on this tomorrow. But I think the note is, for right now, we got to make the content more simple until we have like a finished project. But it is interesting that we could come back to all of these with finished products and drop them. I mean, technically, as soon as I have the sets done, I could make a push to do this, and it would help with the casting. It would just take longer to get to the casting, but I think we'll do a better job overall, son. I still think I need to push. Honestly, that's a good thought. I still think I need to push to get these sets done, because I just have nothing to show if I don't have the sets done. And I need to finalize the script, and there's just some more work that needs to be done before I can make the type of reels that I'm thinking of. Or at least this one specifically. But what we can do is do these like more simple ones where it's like after 7 months I'm finally putting up the most complex part of the set. Etc. Like I'll be able to do these insane ones later on. But I feel like we gotta be a little more strategic. So, anyhow. I'm thinking about it more tomorrow, but That's kind of where my head's at. Because I don't want to. I can't. If I try to undersell the idea, I would feel bad about that too. I think we can make this well crafted and interesting and get at least a small following with it. I'm confident enough in that. I think we can do it. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right. I think I'm gonna plan out my next night, and then I'll be that. But I want to get off the technology soon so I can go to sleep.
And then we'll come back up here and do the EOD for the night at the end of the day. Come on, you meaningless squabble. Meaningless, huh? What do you know of meaningless? I love Dragon Ball right now. Tell me what has more meaning than your own strength. On a smaller note, actually a bigger note, and I know, listen, I know how it sounds. Like I couldn't get a short form. Well, I mean, I have a bunch of, I just haven't nailed one. And I know this sounds, but once I get the sets done, like, dude, this is a much bigger thing. So I know it sounds, I know you won't believe me, but I believe myself. This guy right here, he spent $250,000 on like Dragon Ball merchandise. Bro, my dream, right, is to make something this fucking cool that someone would spend this much money on collectibles. You know what I mean? Like making something that amazing, making something that, people would want to see in theme parks. Like I think that is like more than collecting because I collect stuff too. I mean, I have Funko Pops, right? Like I understand I understand the rush behind it, right? I get it. I think it's epic. But I want to make something like that. I want to create something like that. And I know how much time, effort, and failure it's going to take to get there. But nonetheless, that is what I want to dedicate my life to is making something like that. Ideally, a couple different projects like that. So we'll see. It's got to be possible. Walt Disney died at 67. Then there has to like if he died at 67, I think I'm gonna. Hopefully, I'll live longer than him. My uncle just died at 41 or something, which is so sad and tragic. That I mean that, yeah. I threw off this a couple of weeks. Oh no, right? I'm actually, yeah, it was devastating. But anyways, assuming I live a long life, I'll have more time and essentially more leverage because we have more technology than big Disney had back in the day. The difference is, I think he had a bigger opportunity window, possibly. Um, and you could argue that tech is always scaling, so there's always a chance to do that. I don't know. And also he did start during the Great Depression. So if you want to talk about, I think he kind of went through the mud on it. So to be fair, I think it's possible. I think it's possible to build something that big. I mean, think about how many different like kind of. I mean, I know he died, but like he came up with a bunch of different movies and films. They weren't like you know long drawn out stories like Dragon Ball or whatever, but they had a bunch of characters that had a deep enough story and like the amount of merchandise sold and made. You know what I mean? Like you're able to make big things, and I want to make big things. Um, so whenever the production studio gets to work, that'll be sick. But that was just a thought for anyways. I'll get back to that. We're into the end of day tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna be grateful for the day. I'm gonna go. I think I'm just gonna do a run tomorrow, maybe, or we go like absolutely hammer back and bicep, and then we take a day off tomorrow, and then we go and hit chest hard the next day. Because I've been going extremely hard on my sets, and like what I notice if I do it like 2 days in a row, like I'm talking like brutally beyond failure, like stuff that almost seems cringe, like how far I've been taking it. I don't know. It's been I've just I don't know, man. It's been hard. Anyways, but if I do that like three on the third day, I do that in a row. Like my nervous system is just so wrecked. Like I can't dig as deep as I did the days before. So um, I'm going to take tomorrow off. No, the day after tomorrow. All right, I'm yammering now. I'm just gonna go take a pee. If I were a helpless child. This is gonna get copyrighted hard, but it's so tough.
We're going to mount a cavalry charge, rushing the Beast Titan directly. There's no point standing around. We'll only be showered by more boulders.
Keep the vibes
Your
up, eh?
horse is on the double.
Be honest. All of us
Riding to our deaths.
Yes, we are.
And since we're dying anyway, you're saying
Saying it's better if we at least die fighting.
I am. Everything that you thought had meaning, every hope, dream, or moment of happiness, none of it matters as you lie bleeding out on the battlefield. None of it changes what a speeding
Beating rock does to a body.
We all die. But does that mean that
There was no point not being born. What of
you say that of our slain comrades? What about
their
lives?
lives? Were they meaningless?
Meaningless?
They were not!
Their memory serves as an example to us all. The courageous fallen, the anguished.
Alright, I'm gonna turn it off now. gonna turn that off, and we'll do this instead. It's annoying. Okay. Yuji Itadori. It's because the other day, yeah, that's why. I don't want to start with accomplished. I want to start with accomplished. So all right, I want to do my overall thoughts before I do the need to work on. I just want to get it all out. All right, I had a lot of cool thoughts today in a bunch of different directions. We're gonna go through the whole day. I just want to talk about my day. I've been using this app called Runkeeper for my running, um, but I just switched to Strava. I've been wanting to do it for a while. Bro, sometimes the Runkeeper app, I swear, like when you get like deep into a run, like it makes the miles go by slower. Like I'll run the same lap, but it'll be worth less miles on the app. So I kind of wanted to switch for a while, and I just ended up doing it today. Um, so I got Strava, and after my leg day today, which was good, we'll talk about the leg day. I did 255 on squat for 7 reps, which was very good. I hurt my back deadlifting in high school, and that injury bled over into back squatting, and I basically quit back squatting for like 2.5 years. Um, Damn, maybe 3 now. Time's flying. So I was actually my little brother who was like he was working on his squat, and he was getting it up there, and he made a challenge to me. So I'm back squatting again. I've been doing it. And I did 255 for 7, which I'm definitely getting stronger. I don't think I could have done that when I got back into it like a month and a half ago, which is good. And then I set it down to 235, I believe. And then I did that for 7 or 8. And then I dropped to 225, which was less than a drop than previous, but I wanted it to be like that. So I wanted to really push it. And I did 6 reps actually, which was surprising. Or maybe I failed on the 6. I failed all of those sets. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I take stuff to failure. Anyways, so that's my squats. The run though, it was good. I did a 1 mile run after the leg day, and I kind of just tried to get a fast mile. My legs were tired, and I hadn't run in about a week and a half, so we got 6:51 for a mile time. Um, can definitely do faster than that. Can definitely do faster than that. But it wasn't bad. We definitely put maximum effort into it, so that was good. So Strava, new Strava, did my first run on Strava. Bye, Runkeeper. I've logged like 300 miles on Runkeeper though. Like I used that since the start of my running journey. It's been 3 years, 4 years. So, anyways, um, 255 for 7 on squats. 235 for 7, I want to say. 225 for 6. Ready? What's another thing I want to talk about? I learned something really good on a YouTube video. Let me pull it up. We're gonna pause UG for a second. All right, this was interesting. This was interesting. I originally, like, first glance, I thought this was a horrible point, and I still don't agree with the main point, but he brought up some really good stuff in the summary. So I want to go ahead and play that for you guys because it was good. Okay, it was this video. I don't like this really, and he goes on to make a point. You'll see here in a second. But I so I originally I kind of disagreed. All right. I'll just address why I argued that point. Then I'll get to a great takeaway I took from this, which I hadn't really, to be honest with you, I hadn't really thought of yet. So, um, you know, unfortunately, I seem to know the most about my craft than anyone else filmmaking, which isn't a good thing to be in. Get this void off of my screen, and this is slop, bro. Um, anyways, into the video. So the point that I don't think anyone is born with the natural ability to write, I think that's horseshit. Um, so here's my personal experience. I wanted to go play in the NFL. That was my dream when I was in fifth grade. I quickly realized, for some reason, man, I just didn't have this natural knack that a lot of other people I played football with did. I just wasn't athletically gifted. I wasn't fast. I wasn't big, and for some, like, I couldn't run routes amazingly well. Like, I guess my coordination wasn't insane. I had good hands, but I was never able to get in a position where I could get a ball. And then there was like some of my peers who, like, it just came easy to them. They didn't even care really. They were just like, oh yeah, like, I'm starting, whatever. Um, but you take some of those same guys and like try to get them to make a YouTube video like I was doing back in the day, or you take some of these like professional athletes who just, like, bro, oh yeah, sure. Are they not gifted enough? Oh, they don't have some gift to play in the NFL. Also, that goes against the belief that God gives everyone their own special gifts. Anyways, take that same NFL guy and try to have him write a fucking script like Christopher Nolan. So obviously, there certain people are born with certain traits. Now, I will say, in a generalized thing, I suppose that's true. Like, everyone who's aspiring to be a screenwriter, perhaps they're decent at screenwriting, and they're all decent at screenwriting, and then, like, okay, you have to find your voice. That was my initial disagreement. Also, I got a 35 on the writing portion of the ACT, and all my other ones weren't even close. So I think I have a knack for it. I'm not saying I'm good. Like, I'm probably shit, but compared to every other skill I have, do not tell me I'm not more gifted at this than being an athlete. Also, I'm not ass. Okay, I just didn't have that talent. I didn't have that it factor. So, anywho, he makes a good point in here. Also, this summary thing, it's kind of cooked for a lot of you guys, a lot of you faceless guys who do information content. There's been a couple videos where I was like, oh, I forgot I can summarize and I don't have to sit here for 9 minutes. So y'all got to put more effort into your videos. Anyways, I think this is the great point. He's like, great writers possess a unique rhythmic signature in their dialogue. Rather than try to mimic styles of others, you must discover leading your own internal rhythmic pattern. I piece this a lot into YouTube storytelling and just how you talk and how you edit and how you present yourself. I think in the beginning, like, you really heavily emulate a certain creator, and like, anyways, you have to find your own voice, and that comes from spending time alone with your own thoughts. You know what I mean? Like, if you're just scrolling and watching YouTube videos all day, and then you go to write your script without like taking any internalization on, like, okay, who am I? Like, what's unique about my experience? How do I talk on a day to day normal? Like, who am I really? You know what I mean? I feel like you're not going to get a rhythm. So I really like this. I don't think I've had a rhythmic pattern in my dialogue, particularly. Maybe I have subconsciously, but I really like this note. So I think this was amazing. This is definitely valid. I actually didn't get down here. Acknowledge that your early work will be flawed. But that doesn't mean you don't shoot for the moon, okay? Every video I've made, no matter how shit, I thought it was going to fucking break the internet. I truly did. And I'm proud of that. That pushed me to new heights. That allowed me to build my skill set by not shooting too low. So, anywho, let's get back to this. So, what's the overall message? All right. Great, great writers have developed a unique rhythm in their dialogue, even their pacing. It's finding your voice. Instead of emulating the rhythm of others, which comes from, oh my gosh, can I just type, please? It's already 8:11, great. Which comes from repetition and looking inward to find your unique taste, which equals your perspective. Okay, that was cool. I was kind of like getting down the things, like the good thoughts I had during the day. Um, what else? I think I was moving. I feel like I was moving a little bit slow today, man. I just do. Like, I gotta be honest. It feels like I was moving a little bit slow. Um, so I mean, I feel like I was going slow today. Like, I don't know. Like, part of me was wanting to go over there and film today. It's just annoying how long these things take. Okay, but we should write down the point that we were talking about. Like, maybe finish these sets before trying to do some of these bigger ideas for short form. Get the before trying to see these big ideas for short form, like the movie magic segment, can still and definitely should do these more based concepts that focus more on the grind of the matter, like finishing these sets and learning the ECG, shots, even the test the camera rig on, but probably wait until these sets. But if I wait till but if I wait till the sets are done, the world building slash script is fully finished and realized, then I think the videos will do better and make more sense. Will also be much easier to cast. In fact, that should part of the casting process need to work. Okay. I'm gonna take these headphones off.
Alright. I mean, I guess back in bicep, right? Bicep up at 430 or maybe 5. We'll see how this goes. Okay. Then I want to, finalize, do the prep work for the more grounded, short form content, so I can go out and film. Okay. Yes, that is what we have for tomorrow, and I'm not gonna rush it because I don't want to. Because dude, what'll happen is if the creative process is you just can't rush it. It's I have tried to rush it for 3 years, and every time, it takes me laying in the bed, or taking a long shower, or going on a walk, and letting if I just sit down at the desk and I'm looking at this, it just doesn't come out of me. You know what I mean? Mainly when you have those tough little bottleneck points. We just figured it out in the bed. We were gonna do the thing, and then we in the bed, we let our subconscious eat at it instead of trying to strain staring at a screen. So I'm not gonna set I want I even think it's possible to go out tomorrow and fucking go film the things. Okay, we're doing a more grounded thing. It's not as big a scale as the short forms we were originally thinking because we don't have the sets done. But nonetheless, I'm not gonna set an expectation for that because I know it'll end up just making it take longer. I want to force it. I really want to force it and just make it happen. But I know it's just gonna end up making it take longer if I set an expectation to go out and film tomorrow. So I'm just going to Not set an expectation and just say, okay, this is the next thing to work on for the creative process, brainstorm specifically. And if I had to guesstimate, this isn't going to take nearly as long because it's the grounded one. And since I'm not going to put this pressure on myself, my brain will be in a fun, excited state. And I will be able to come up with ideas, which will end up taking a shorter amount of time than if I was like, okay, we're going to schedule it out and we're going to do this, this, this. So I'm going to chill. I'm just going to chill. All right. And we're going to do it. Okay. And then when I can fucking turn on the burners, we're going to turn the burners on. You know what I mean? Like, I did an insane amount of chores today. I just knocked them out because I kind of wanted to. You know what I mean? I wanted to go out and do something with my hands again. And, you know, when I don't have complicated thought problems and creative things to come up with, I can just knock shit out. You know what I mean? Discipline's not hard for me in that sense. Or lifting heavy weight or going on a run. Like, these are all mentally challenging, but I'm able to do it. So clearly the creative process is a different beast, which it is. So I'm not going to give it that same treatment. Tomorrow we're going to do this. I watched the Cell game arc in Dragon Ball, and I don't know. I'm Goku maxing, bro. He's got a great approach to life in that arc. Anyways, I never thought I would say I was watching Dragon Ball, but dude, if it's a good story, I'm gonna love it. Also, my little brother told me that the Darth Maul series dropped. I wish you could just stream Disney Plus and watch it, because I wanna, dude, I just wanna do a live react to the show, and like, I will tell you if it's good or bad. I'm so good at that now. Like, if it's good, I'll tell you it's good. Like the recent JJK episodes. Oh my gosh, man, they're so fucking good. I wish it wasn't over. I didn't know Invincible dropped. So watch that, dude. Anime kind of mogs Invincible. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's because they focus on patho. Anyways. I digress. We're gonna go ahead and end the stream. I gotta go finish up, get my calories in, and yeah. Anyways, catch you guys on the flip side. I'll probably stream tomorrow. Yeah.